So, wow, you guys are a beautiful looking group of people. You should see yourselves. So, um, so for those of you who I've not met, I am the father of the groom, and I'm very happy to be here. I've never been to this part of the country. It's very beautiful, and the wedding venue is very beautiful. And I just want to start by thanking Ryan and Kristina for not having their wedding in Arizona, where I think it's 120 degrees in the shade right now. So thank you for bringing us to Montana instead. But, these two have had quite a history together already, and they've known each other for a long time. And it's pretty awesome that I've got to see both of them grow up, actually, which is a little bit, it's pretty cool for me. But, and I've got to see, many of their accomplishments over the years. And, I think back to middle school when they, pretty much first met. And who would have thought that middle school band and science Olympiad would be the key to dating and meeting the love of your life? But it happened. So that's great. And, these two have made my life special. They may not realize that, but they have. It's because of them that I've heard some of the best clarinet playing that I have ever heard played anywhere. So thank you for that. And it's because of them that I've got the chance to travel to some exotic locations like Glendale, Arizona, and Wilmington, Delaware. So, without these two, I would have never have gone to either of those places. But here we are in Montana in this beautiful setting. So I would like to take this opportunity to propose a toast. And I wish I had a glass, but I'm going to pretend. So raise your glass. And to Ryan and Kristina, may your marriage bring you endless love, happiness, and laughter. And may you continue to make all of our lives special as you have for so many years. Congratulations.
All right. I don't know anything about wildflowers. I'm really sorry. This does not include anything about wildflowers, about gardening. I know a little bit about medicine some days. I know a little bit about love, and I know a lot about friendship, and I know a lot about Kristina. I have the very special job of being Kristina's maid of honor. Kristina was one of my bridesmaids in my wedding this past March, and she's a very special part of my life. I've only known Kristina for the past 5 or 6 years, but I feel like I've known her for a lifetime. We first met in Phoenix when we were first starting medical school, and we were both terrified at the prospect of having to make new friends as adults, but we were going to get through it together. We quickly got to know one another. I mean, Kristina has like the warmest, most inviting personality of anyone that I know. It's hard not to be drawn to her kind nature. We spent many long days and long nights poring over lectures and flashcards and cups of coffee and chocolate treats. We went our separate ways for residency across the country from one another, and now our hangouts look a little different. They've turned to phone calls at all hours, trying to transition from days to nights and telling delirious stories at the end of call shifts. No matter how long we go between talking, we always pick up right where we left off. One thing that I admire about Kristina is that she will not hesitate to drop what she's doing and help out a friend in need. For many of us here, Kristina is our first call when life gets hard. She has a special way of making you feel that everything will be okay in the end. When Ryan first moved to Phoenix, I could immediately see the way that they were perfect for one another. Ryan has always been ready to support Kristina in whatever ways he could, whether that's making her dinner or taking care of the dogs, and most importantly, always making time for ice cream. Ryan and Kristina are two of the nicest people that I know, and I could not be happier to celebrate them today as they start the new chapter of their journey together. So here's a toast to Ryan and Kristina. You both deserve a lifetime of happiness, adventure, laughs, devotion, and memories. I hope you continue to grow in love and continue to discover the ways you are made for one another. I speak for everyone here when I say it's such an honor to be a part of your special day and an even bigger honor to be in your life. We all love you very much.
Hello, everybody. I'm David,
And I'm Matt.
and we are the unofficially adopted brothers of Kristina, or Christy as we know her. And as of this afternoon, Ryan. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Christy lived with our parents and myself while she was finishing her undergrad degree. She was the older sister I didn't know that I was missing in my life. Supportive, kind, and thoughtful. Whether it was long talks about life late at night, a quick game of set or euchre after dinner, or an unexpected surprise cake on my birthday. She went out of her way to make time for me in her busy schedule, and I'm so grateful that she did.
And I met Christy a few years earlier as freshman in college. She swept me up among a group of lost souls from our freshman dorm and took us all swing dancing. I came to find out this was typical of Christy. She's always engineering social situations and events for the benefit of everyone around here. Look no further than today.
We're so grateful to be part of this beautiful day and the lives of these two beautiful people who have brought us all together. The ceremony today merely put in writing what everyone here already knows. Christy and Ryan are each other's person.
And they have been for some time. For instance, they already adventure together in forms exotic and domestic. They've dived the Great Barrier Reef, and they've dived the depths of Netflix library. They've danced the flamenco in Madrid. They've danced the waltz of the Three Dogs in Wilmington. They've dined at the luau's of the Pacific, and they've dined the BYOBs of far-off Philadelphia.
They've already moved states together, from Colorado to Arizona to Delaware, and now they own a home in what I can only describe as the magical fairy grotto of Arden. If you get a chance to visit, ask to take the walking tour of their neighborhood's holiday skeletons and dragons statuary.
They've already created a family unit. They co-parent their gentle golden moose. They then added the dog-shaped tornado named Nanook. And then, in defiance of all logic and reason, while planning this very event, they adopted Willow. They are the sweetest trio of pups you could ever hope to meet.
But more than the places they've gone and the things they've already done, there are a few things about who they are together that makes this marriage a no-brainer. For one, they already anticipate each other's needs.
Ryan knows that Christy is going to do a million things at once and forget to eat an actual meal. Ever since college, she has been overcommitted. She never worked just one job at a time. She never made just one social plan. For her, Ryan is the perfect man in the chair, color coding and optimizing their schedules to keep her insane work ethic sustainable, and the man in the kitchen, making sure she eats more than just Rice Krispie treats.
Christy, on the other hand, knows that spontaneity and whimsy are not necessarily Ryan's jam. Luckily, she supplies that with gusto, right down to her mismatched socks. She got this man to walk down Philly's Broad Street wearing a crown of glow sticks and pipe cleaners. His life is stranger and more colorful because of her.
Secondly, they already naturally make compromises for each other. As many of you know, and are lucky enough to be role models in this regard, marriage thrives between two wonderfully unique and complete individuals, and compromise is fundamental to that kind of partnership.
In a partnership, it's important to make space for your partner's hobbies. And just as Ryan made space in their home for her piano, Christy will soon make space for his escape room. We look forward to trying it out.
And when Christy fell in love with yet another dog, Ryan was the voice of reason. He said, yes, we can handle this. And here's everything we will need to make it work. She brings the inspiration, and he turns it into a reality.
And third, they already know how to bring out the best in each other.
It's true. Christy knows Ryan's comfort zone, both what he thinks it is and what she knows it can grow to be. The first time we met Ryan, she had convinced him to fly across the country to join our family for Christmas. A small family he didn't know and had never met, but Christy knew just how he would fit in with our quirks and traditions. She knew the size of the pot that he needed to be replanted in. It's now hard to imagine celebrating that without him.
And at the same time, Ryan creates space for Christy to breathe and center and be. As they stand in a maelstrom of residency shifts, wedding planning, and fur baby hijinks, you might see Ryan take Christy by the shoulder, look deep in her eyes, and just breathe with her for a bit.
What we're trying to say and what we've been saying is that they already love each other. But one thing they haven't already done is get to call each other husband and wife.
So please join us in raising a glass to this happiest of finally married couples, to their love for each other, and to the life they continue to build together. Cheers.
Cheers.